Most people look at this dresser and they say, yeah, I think that needs to stay in 1985. Orange wood, dated lines, and honestly, a lot of people think this is not worth saving. But what if I told you this exact piece could look like something right out of a high-end catalog? If you don't believe me, you have to stay tuned. You won't believe what this is gonna turn into today. I love flipping these 1980s dressers because a lot of people have them, they don't know what to do with them, so I love to bring you inspo of what these can turn into. I picked this up at an estate sale, of course, and I think I paid around $35 for it by the time I checked out. It's in really great shape. It's got the maker's mark on it. It is a Vaughn dresser from Virginia. It is pretty much solid wood throughout the drawers, but the top is a veneer on the top of this with some particle board underneath, but that's not going to stop us today. I've got a really, really cool design in mind for this, and I can't wait to see if I can pull this off, so stick around. I already know that all of this hardware is going to go on this piece. We are not going to reuse these. These are definitely not the vibe that we're going for. These do not scream high end. So I'm gonna take all these off of here, maybe save them for later, but they're not gonna be making a return on this piece. Have we seen how dirty this thing is? I'm gonna get it clean with some Simple Green. Y'all know it gets a little dangerous around here when I've got all my paint swatches out. So I'm going through Pinterest like I always do to see what is trending, what they're saying is on style, what are the colors for the year for 2026. And a lot of things that are coming up are these darker sagey greens. Now I already had that color in mind for this, so it's kind of funny that that's the one that I keep seeing. So I've got my Sherwin-Williams color wheel out, and surprise, surprise, every color that I'm picking up is around the 200s in the tab. So I'm like, okay, I'm onto something. It's gonna be one of these colors. So let me kind of show you what I'm thinking. Pinterest is highly suggesting this muddled basil. It's a little brown for my taste, but it looks like it could work. So that's a possibility. Another one that they like is this Svelte Sage. That is probably too light for what I'm thinking. My tried and true go-to is this one over here. You've seen me use this one a few times. It's their Roycroft Bronze Green, which is really nice too. Comparing that to the muddled basil, a little more green than there is brown. So I'm kind of circling around those colors right now. I'm gonna think about this for a little bit and then make my order at Sherwin. Now that everything has been cleaned, I need to scuff sand before I can do anything else, just to make sure that the next steps that we're gonna do adhere really well to this slick surface that we have on the body of this dresser. I'm gonna pay close attention to the spot that looks like it probably had acetone or nail polish remover put on top of this. I just need to make sure that this is gonna blend down well enough. It's a little lumpy wherever they made that mistake. So I'm gonna take my Surf Prep sander. I've got a 180 grit pad on here to go over this. But then when I move to those drawers, because they have so many curves and edges, I'm gonna use the squishy foam one on those just so I don't flatten out any of those really cool curves and edges that are on those drawers. All right, let's take a break just for a sec so I can thank today's sponsor, Quince. I am getting ready for an upcoming vacation, and packing used to really stress me out because I always overpack. This time I decided to build a small capsule wardrobe using Quince pieces and all mix and match together. Just like with furniture, I love pieces that are timeless, high quality, and designed to last. Quince is a one-stop shop for elevated essentials, clothing, home goods, and accessories. Made with premium materials like 100% Mongolian cashmere, silk, and European linen, but without the luxury markup because they work directly with the manufacturers and cut out the middleman. I love all the pieces I picked out, but especially this 100% European linen maxi skirt with pockets. This is definitely my hero piece for the trip. It's lightweight, breathable, and I can style it multiple ways, casual during the day or dressed up for dinner. Everything I picked out feels incredibly well made, and I love that Quince focuses on quality first and not just trends. These are pieces that are meant to last. So if you are looking to build a wardrobe with timeless pieces that feel high-end without the markup, definitely check them out. The best part is Quince offers a 365-day free shipping and free returns, which gives you plenty of time to try on your items and make sure you love them. Be sure to check out Quince by scanning my QR code, or you can visit my link below. Now let's get back to the flip. I flipped this over because the bottom of this really needs to change to get rid of that 1980s look. So to modernize this, I'm gonna build a base for this. The bottom's pretty easy to take off. It's really just stapled in there and some finishing nails. It's not that high tech underneath here. So I've got my mallet and I'm gonna remove these sides here. All right, are you ready for a little story time? So some of you say that I talk too much in my videos. So if you are one of those people, you might want to fast forward through this. But some of you want to fight me in the comments about what I say about this paint. So I'm going to tell you a little something about it. So this is Sherwin-Williams Emerald Urethane Trim Collection. This is the only one I will use on furniture. It has to be the trim collection. The one that goes on walls, the emerald version, is fully green on this can. It's not like half and half color. So this is the one that you're looking for. I get in trouble because you guys tell me that it doesn't have a built-in primer. It technically does. And how I know this is because my brother-in-law works for Sherwin-Williams. He doesn't work at a store. He's much higher up than that. And that's all I'm gonna say about his position so I don't get in trouble. But not that anything is wrong with working at the store. They know a ton about this paint. But I've got it straight from the source that this does indeed have built-in primer materials to it. So when I am using a dark color like I'm going to use today, I don't typically worry about priming my piece because it's not going to have any bleed through. The only time I'm gonna prime is if I've broken through the surface like this one did with the fingernail polish. Then I like to use some shellac just on that area where the breakthrough has happened. But if I'm gonna do a dark color, I typically won't prime if I'm using this product because I know what's in here. If I'm using a light color on a darker wood, then yes, I'm going to prime it if I'm using this product. But when I do darker colors, I don't prime them, and that is the reason why. So y'all can stop coming for me in the comments. I really do know what I'm talking about. I promise. I'm not trying to lead you the wrong way. And I'm only gonna say that about this particular paint. So this doesn't go for any other paint brands. I don't know about those. I know about this one. It has a built-in primer. It has a built-in top coat. The other thing, if you try to top coat this, it will crackle all over the place. It has a built-in top coat. You do not need to top coat this. If you do it, you will have to start from scratch because it will crackle. I know because I've done it. Okay, you ready to move on? Okay, me too. I went to Sherwin and picked up the muddled basil. So that was the one that I went with today. I'm gonna go out on a limb a little bit and get away from that Roycroft bronze green that I typically pick. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. Let's get it loaded up in the Wagner sprayer and get going. I came out last night and finished building this base. If you've been here for any amount of time, you've seen me build plenty of these before. I just use my Kreg jig and make these pocket holes on the pieces that you saw me cut and then put them together kind of like little Legos. It's really very easy. Once you've done one or two of them, you get the hang of it, and it makes the difference for my projects by at least $300 to $400. So what I would typically list this dresser for if it didn't have a base would be around $400 to $500. If I add the base, I'm pushing it into $800 or $900 territory. So it's worth it for me to take the time to build these. And I use Select Pine, and it cost me about $30 to $40 per base. I priced out doing oak on this one because I thought it would look better, but it was over $80 to build a base out of oak. So I decided we're just gonna stick with Select Pine. But when I use Select Pine, I need to pre-stain them or else they can turn out a little blotchy. So I've got my pre-stain, I've got a foam brush, and we'll put a coat of pre-stain on this before I stain it. I'm going to use this Varathane in the color Dark Walnut. I've been using this on a lot of projects lately, and I really love the color that's in this can. So I'm going to use this on our pine base. And just like that, this 1985 dresser officially is no longer stuck in 1985. Same structure, same drawers, but a completely different, modern, updated feel. This is exactly why I love doing this, especially 1980s designs. Maybe it's because I'm an 80s baby, but I just love these pieces because typically people walk right past them and think there's nothing I can do with that, but they have so much potential. So I've got to know, do you think this worked? Did I ruin it? You won't hurt my feelings if you're honest. But more importantly, what would you guys pay for this? I always love to get your input. It lets me know what's going on in your area versus mine. I know mine's a little different being in Dallas, but sometimes I really do price my pieces based on what you guys say. So be sure to give me your input. And if you're not subscribed, you're gonna wanna stick around because these are the flips I teach you how to make that turn into real profit. Hit that subscribe button and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.